I'm Paul Levine. I write crime fiction, primarily legal thrillers, including the Jake Lassiter series. My career really started as a newspaper reporter with the Miami Herald straight out of Penn State, where I studied journalism. I became fascinated covering murder trials, became so fascinated with it that I wanted to go to law school. So while I was still writing a column, I went to the University of Miami Law School, and I practiced law in Miami for 17 years. And I think I was having a midlife crisis. And instead of going to a therapist, I decided to take my feelings about the justice system and turn those feelings into fiction. And those feelings are basically that justice, true justice, is very rarely achieved, but you must pursue it. And I left my partnership. I gave it up essentially to become a freelance writer. I began, of course, in traditional publishing, and my first 8 books in the 1990s were published by major New York houses. And then Amazon Kindle came along. And those books that I had back in the 1990s were, of course, out of print. My friend Lee Goldberg said to me, why don't you put up your out-of-print backlist on this thing called Kindle? So my maneuver into independent publishing started with taking these books, putting them up on Kindle, and seeing that they were selling at a pace that I was just stunned at, that these books that in traditional publishing had gone out of print, so you couldn't get them if you wanted them, and now they're new again. It rejuvenated those books and my career. When I first started putting up books on Kindle, there were several other platforms that I was also using. When KDP Select came out, I was selling way more on Kindle than I was selling on any of those other platforms. So I took the books off of those, went exclusively with KDP Select, got the benefits of the things that came along, and found that I was making more money, making a bigger impact, and all of my books now are with KDP Select. I've found that the Amazon platform has opened up new international vistas to me. I seem to have a lot of readers in India. I never knew I had readers in India. Maybe I guess I didn't before the Amazon bookstore in India opened them up to my work. And now my career has really come almost full circle. The latest turn is that Amazon Publishing, Thomas and Mercer, have offered to publish, and I have agreed to have them publish my next book. We're in a really interesting time as regards the state of publishing today. Obviously, it's been in a state of flux for a number of years now. Along comes independent publishing, along comes Amazon with its platform, giving rise to the independent author